What is going on? Le qu'est-ce que up? What is going on? We're now in Udawalawe, just outside of Udawalawe National Park here in southern Sri Lanka, and it's like the last basically 36 hours we have here in this awesome country, and we're gonna spend it on safari. Okay, safari, here we come. It's actually Keats's first ever safari. We're hopefully, well, we're definitely, I think, gonna see elephants. I've tried to go in the wrong side, and it seemed like a good idea before. I'm in. Anyway, we're definitely gonna see elephants because we saw one already when we were driving down the highway. Coming here, there was just an elephant sauntering down kind of a salt pan. So I'm fairly sure we're gonna see an elephant. There's also like 15 leopards in this park, so maybe if we get really lucky there'll be a leopard sighting. And I don't know what else is here. I have no idea. Before coming to Sri Lanka I did no research at all, so yeah, I don't know what's here, but we're gonna cruise. I left the gimbal at home. I only took the 100 to 400, and wish us luck.
If I could have any job in the world, I think I'd be a wildlife photographer. I love being on safari, maybe even more than being on trains. I love that feeling that anything could happen. And I love how nearly every day spent on safari, there's the potential to see something you've never seen before. Do I have the patience to be a wildlife photographer? Probably not, but I like the idea of it.
Okay, so we've been on safari for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and we've seen a bunch of elephants. I think there's probably been 10 in total, including a really cool herd here in this lake with a really tiny baby. But it's still like, it's like 3 in the afternoon, so the light's still very harsh for the photos. And the sun's out, so it's not helping. But awesome experience so far. But the photos, we need some softer light. Having done a lot of cleaning off the lens of dust. So having done quite a few like safaris in southern Africa, I didn't expect there to be this type of concentration of animals. Yeah, there's not a lot of cats, but we have just seen so many animals in general. There's a crocodile sticking his head out of the water right now, and he went back under. But there's 400 to 450 elephants in this pretty small park. We've seen the crocodile that's here. Got a photo of a really cool bee eater. And overall, it's just been phenomenal so far. And I think we're just halfway through.
This national park is special. Honestly, there are only a few places left in the world where you can see Asian elephants roaming totally free. Too often, they're beaten down, abused, and used as worker elephants. And you can honestly kind of see why. They're so chilled, relaxed, and they have a softness to them. Here in Udawalawe, we get far closer, far more comfortably than we would with wild elephants in southern Africa. It makes for a whole lot of fun as a photographer or as a tourist.
So we're right next to a male elephant, a bull elephant. It's super chill, like we're literally right beside it, and he does not care at all that we're here. And he's getting really close. Now I obviously show you guys a lot of the photos. Ooh, hey buddy. Now I obviously talk a lot about the photos that I've made. I don't often talk about the photos I've just missed. So when I was filming, I noticed there was an awesome shadow of the elephant in front of him, and then this beautiful tree in the background, and I couldn't switch from video to photo mode quick enough to get the shot perfect. I just missed it. There was a perfect shadow of the elephant in the foreground, and then the tree, and then the elephant, and I just missed it. I still got a shadow. It's still a good photo. But it had potential to be like absolute banger. And yeah, so I don't always talk about the ones I just missed, but definitely just missed this one.
The last hour of our safari led to even more elephants. But this park is special not only for the biggest creatures, but also the smallest ones. We spot a bright green garden lizard. A beautiful bee eater. And then make our way home for the night.
So, day one of safari was fun. We saw quite a bit. I think besides like the massive, huge animals, the elephants and the buffalo and stuff, I think my favorite thing to photograph was actually the lizards. And I'm hoping that we're seeing more lizards today, because now it's morning of day 2. And we got 2 more hours left of safari before kind of gonna call this time here in Sri Lanka over. So yeah, wish us leopards or just more lizards.
Day 2 on safari led to much of the same. Once again, we found ourselves mere feet from a whole herd of elephants. Of course, as we bumped along, there was also birds, buffalo, and beautiful landscapes. Sadly though, no leopards.
Definitely not as many sightings as there was yesterday on our first day, but there has been a ton of elephants, probably more than yesterday combined. Photos? I don't know. But yeah, we've definitely seen a ton of elephants. And right now, there's a bee eater on a tree branch over there. And just like that, it's over. Safari time is over. It was good. I don't think it compares to an African safari, at least Southern African safari, in the variety of the animals, but I think the bird life might have been cooler. There was definitely cooler lizard life. And just seeing the the Asian elephants was awesome. They're so like chilled out and cool. So it was phenomenal. How was your first safari?
It's great.
It
Great.
good?
First 2 safaris, first elephants, first a lot of things, so it was really cool.
Did you find safari harder to photograph than you thought it would be?
No, I thought it was going to be extremely hard, but if the light's right, you know, it's just like anything else.
We missed the breakfast restaurant. We're going this way. Yeah, I think that I actually thought that safari would be easier to photograph than it is. You're moving animals, you got to kind of learn their behavior. But yeah, sometimes there's some gimmies, sometimes it's a little bit harder. Anyways, that's it for Sri Lanka. Literally catching a flight to Mongolia tonight. We're heading to Mongolia for like 2 weeks of adventure, photography, and craziness. Heading there with my man, Greg Snell, the master of making my life difficult, and also B-roll. So it should be fun to have Greg around, and I guess I'll see you guys there. Peace!